Texting, FaceTiming, or video recording during the shows, and please keep your table talk to a minimum. Is everybody ready for a great time tonight? Hell yeah, Friday first show. Give it up your host, one of our local favorites, the lovely Annie Witter, everybody. Give it up.
Hello, Decro! How are ya? Welcome. Thanks for coming out on a Friday, spending it here with us. We're gonna have a great time together. It's gonna be fun. We have our beautiful headliner, Meredith Casey. You recognize her from Comedy Central and Netflix. We have a local legend, Steve Melia, coming up to feature and hang out with us for the evening. I'm your host, Annie Witter. You're welcome. Man, it's the end of the month, right? We got there, we made it. It was one hell of a month, you guys. We had a lot going on. Let's see. We started it off with an eclipse. There was an earthquake in New York City. Tornadoes all across the country. Hell gained a new demon. O.J. Simpson died. Finally, good riddance. He didn't get cancer. Cancer got him. Screw him. What else happened this month? I also cut my bangs. And thank you. And not one of my friends asked me if I was okay. Not one. And the answer is no, I'm not okay. I'm 40, I'm single. To celebrate, I moved back home with my parents. I'm not firing on all cylinders here. It's not, but look, it's not all that bad. To celebrate turning 40, I took a trip to the Bahamas with a bunch of my girlfriends. Ever go to the Bahamas? Yeah, party down with poverty, right? You're like, ooh. No, like we went, and it was great. We had an absolute blast. But when we got back, I was watching the news with my stepdad, Jack, and there was a story about these two women. They were at the same resort as us at the same time, and they had gotten roofied. I know. And I was watching it, and I like all these feelings are happening, and then I realized, I was like, am I jealous? Am I jealous right now? So wait a second. So you're telling me, hold on, I was at the same resort at the same time. What's wrong with me, huh? How come they didn't want to roofie me? I mean, I was doing it all. I was putting my drink down and walking away. I was wearing a skirt that said, I consent, but no, it wasn't good enough for them. So I was watching it with my stepdad, and he saw me getting a little pouty about it. I was like, oh, I didn't get roofied. So to try to console me, he was like, look, Annie, those guys took one look at you and they knew they didn't have enough drugs to take you down. You would have blown through their whole weekend supply. I was like, really? I was, oh yeah. I'm like, finally, college is paying off for something. You know, built up my roofie tolerance. No, it's bad. But I had this thought, I was like, if I'm not good enough for the ne'er-do-wells, like those guys looked at me and they were like, I'm good. You know, I was like, I gotta really start taking better care of myself. I met this chick the other day, and she said to me, are you letting your grays come in natural? I just think that is so brave. And I was like, oh, thank you. I'm naturally frugal. I'm cheap. I'm like, yeah, no. Ride this till it goes. No, it got really bad. The other day I met one of my mom's new friends, Wendy. That's her real name. I'm not hiding her because I was meeting her for the first time, and she said, are you Nancy's daughter? I said, I am. She goes, oh, I knew it. You have your mother's neck. I was like, you know, I was looking for a new insecurity. Thank you, Wendy. Because that's what every freshly minted 40-year-old wants to hear that she's got the gobbler of a 67-year-old. I'm like, thanks. Like I said, I'm single, and one of the things when you're, any single people in here? Yeah. Thanks, Steve. I know who he is. We all know each other. All the singles in Wilmington, we all know each other. But people will come up to you and say, like, you're single? How could you be single? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how half the people I know got married in the first place. I'm like, something married you? What is it? Is it real? You know, they're like, how could you be single? So I was thinking about it. I was like, how could I be single? Well, I saw the story the other day. A woman named Abby Hensel recently got married. Good for her. And she has two heads. And she got married. What's wrong with me, huh? What, I only have one head? I can actually kind of see the upside of having two heads though. You know, you're like, okay, I get it. It's like, at 40, the pickings get a little slim, you know? I'm just waiting for a couple of marriages to fall apart, but in the meantime, I feel like I'm just thrifting for gently used dudes. I'm just digging to the bottom of the barrel, trying to find the good stuff that no one's come across yet. Pull something out, it's like, this one has a stain on it. It's like, I can fix it! Don't do it. I'm like the Statue of Liberty of single women. Like, give me your poor, you're tired, you're hungry, you're underemployed, just dying to date me, you know? I think part of it is actually that because I'm living at home, you know, and I'm not single because I'm sleeping in a bunk bed again, because that never stopped me. I think it's that as a single, childless millennial, my parents have now become the children I never wanted. So it's kind of a hard sell as like a single mother of a 60 and 70-year-old, you know? My stepdad, Jack, he's like my 10-year-old boy. Like, he loves our dog, and he loves sports, and he loves pizza. Yeah. My mom, she's like my 16-year-old. First of all, very mouthy. She's like very petulant. She started smoking weed. So, do you know how much trouble I would have gotten in at your age? Are you serious? In the house. Oh. She flips out when the Wi-Fi or her cell phone doesn't work. She's like, fix it for me. Okay, all right. The other day, she looked at me, she went, Annie, give me the keys to the car. I'm going to wind down Wednesday at Harris Teeter with my friends. I was like, it's 7:30 at night. You're not going anywhere, young lady. Not with those cataracts. You're not driving at night. Are you kidding me? I get it though. You know, Harris Teeter's pretty cool. It says something about society when you have to pre-game before going to the deli counter. Get a couple of drinks. What I like about Harris Teeter is the parking. They have parking for everybody at Harris Teeter, don't they? They have active duty service members. They have veterans. They have expectant mothers. They have parents with children. They have the handicapped. There's something for everybody. I always park in the expectant mother spot because why not? Like, who's double checking at the door? The state of Texas? Like, who cares if I'm pregnant or not? They're like, hey, you better be pregnant and not just chubby. Fine. Well, we have a really fabulous, great show. Are you guys ready? Here you are. Our first comic coming to the stage is a great friend of mine. He's an author. He's a local legend. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for my great friend, Steve Melia!
If you go for